Okay, I want to say this. When you are in a relationship, or you think you're in a relationship with somebody who has a clear head, you need to really think about that. There are people who is in relationship with people, they got married to them, and then they realize that person was not the one. But you still stay in a relationship because you want to save face. And that doesn't make sense to me. Before you said your I do's, people told you this person was not for you. Your mama told you, you had an inkling on the inside that that person was not for you, but yet and still you went on ahead and you did it anyway. Then you find out after the fact that everything people had told you or you felt was true. The saying says it's cheaper to keep her. It costs to get rid of your spouse a lot of money that you don't have. It's an extra cost if you get married to somebody and then a baby comes out of the marriage, which is crazy to me. See, I was in them shoes where I was about to get married. And see, I don't have no problem with throwing the fish back in the water. I got throwback items. And if you ain't acting right, and I see certain things are not going right, oh, I'm cutting the line, the fishing line. I'm going to pop it, snap it, cut it, whatever. Maybe. You going back into the water. I ain't got time for that. And what y'all, whether it's a man or woman, you need to know life is too short to just settle because you don't want to be by yourself. Now, the flip side, the purpose of this video is once you come to realization after 2, 4, and 5 years has passed, now you decide you don't want to be bothered. You more in love with him or her than they are with you. And you realize that they just married you for what you can do for them. They really didn't love you. They love the benefits that you can do for them. So y'all pretty much living as legal roommates. One person's more in love and the other person just using. Point blank period. So now when the phone calls and the tipping and slipping and dipping start to transpire, you come to reality that this person is really not for. Well, you knew that all the time. You didn't want to listen, one. And your instinct told you, number two, which you should listen to your instinct because 9 times out of 10 is right. And people will show you who they are if you just pay attention. Sometimes I just know for a fact that we choose to ignore the signs that are given because we don't want to wait. What's the rush job? If that person's not right for you, that person's not right for you. So now you separate. You got an old girlfriend or old boyfriend over here. So now you call them up and you cry to them and tell them your long sad story. Now this person that you did not marry or end up with, was female or male, that's the person who really loved you back, but you didn't really love them. So you went somewhere else. Now they're coming back to you and they're crying and say, oh, well, I realized, blah, 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 blah. Let me say this to you, and I want you to hear me good and clear. Those individuals, male or female, are damaged goods. Understand me when I say they are damaged goods. They are confused. They don't know what the heck they want to do right at that moment. If they just separated, no divorce has taken place, they're damaged goods. And 9 times out of 10, if you be honest with yourself and you can talk to your friends, look around. When that situation happens, they keep going back time and time again, time and time again. Eventually, they'll get the message and walk away. But how much of your life has been wasted while you sitting here waiting on a promise that you think may, coulda, shoulda, would, or you presume it's going to happen? He's going to get divorced or she's going to get divorced and y'all going to live happily ever after. No, that's not going to happen. It's not. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful. Let's be real. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. And then it takes them so long, and then by the time they even think they may be ready, they realize that person still have their hooks in them. They do. Then they'll come back to you and say, well, I think I might want to go back to her. I might want to go back to him. Or I don't think our relationship going to work. I think we should start talking to other people. Come on. Let's be real. We sit here and we accept this. We accept it. Stop wasting your time waiting on somebody who's already taken by somebody else, whether it's male or female. Life is too short. It's too short. And actually, they robbing you. They're robbing you of your time. Your time you can use to find you somebody that you're really compatible with, who you are, both of you all can be on the same page and reach the same goals. A lot of this stuff, I'm telling you, it is just crazy what I hear, and common sense should actually kick in. If the person, when they say they love you and they're still married to somebody else, and they feed you all these lines and they constantly going back, you are not the priority here. The person they married to is, right then and there. Until they get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's the only way they're going to leave. And then even after they get sick and tired of being sick and tired, they still need some time to themselves to get their head right, because it's messed up. They need to regroup, step back, look at some things, and learn how to be by themselves and flush the toilet. Because there's a lot of in the toilet that they didn't brought from that relationship, point blank period, that they need to flush. Then they got to get the mindset of how to get rid of the crap that they have dealt with for so long. Then they go through this phase of, why would I deal with this so long? When I knew, or my people told me. Well, everybody have to come to the revelation themselves. You can tell somebody whatever you want to tell them about their relationship. If they don't see it for themselves, it doesn't make a bit of difference. All I'm saying is, stop spinning your wheels waiting on somebody that's not worth waiting on. Point blank period. Now, you can take that, you can leave it. Like I say on my other videos, I don't care. Reality is the truth. And some of y'all out there got some friends doing just what I just talked about. Boom.